Hello, book lovers, and welcome back to Books and Tea with Katie, where we always sip on something warm like tea, and we talk about books that spark imagination and, of course, mystery, sci-fi, and that sort of thing. I'm your host, Katie Upton, and today we're heading to a cozy seaside town, Pearl Island, with thick mist, a suspicious murder, and a touch of mermaid magic. So grab your favorite cup of tea. Mine today is raspberry zinger. It's an herbal blend. And join me as we discuss Mist at the Beach House by Victoria L.K. Williams. This is the first book in her Beach House Mysteries series, one of 6. And let me tell you, it's not your standard cozy mystery. That's for sure. So, okay, first, I always like to start with the blurb. Here goes. Murder and mermaids, not your normal cozy mystery. When Morgan Seaver returns to her family's beach house on Pearl Island, she is expecting a warm welcome. Instead, she finds her aunt has been murdered, and that she is the prime suspect. A mysterious mist develops and protects Morgan as she sets out to clear her name. From the mist appears a special kitten that quickly adopts Morgan as her own. Morgan discovers that her family has a long and complicated history with the island, one that is deeply entwined with the legend of mermaids. She learns her ancestors were involved in a conflict with a powerful sea witch, and that her family's ties to the island's legends may hold the key to solving the murder. As she delves deeper into the mystery, Morgan realizes she must come to terms with her family's past in order to secure her future. Can she solve the murder and find out the truth about her family's history? Find out in Mist at the Beach House, the first book in the Beach House Mystery series, where legends of mermaids and conflicts with a powerful sea witch come to life. That's the blurb. Okay, so mermaids. Yay, mermaids. This is, again, one of 6 in the Beach House Mysteries, and what I appreciated and loved about this book is how it does layer the cozy mystery with this subtle fantasy of mermaids. That's very unique. That's very different. We hear a lot about witches, that sort of thing, vampires even, but mermaids, that's different. And I really, that was a nice surprise. It's really cool. You're not just solving then just the murder, the whodunit. You're basically getting into myth and lore, and I appreciate that. So here are a few themes that to me stood out. We have generational secrets. As you can tell in the blurb, there are secrets. Generational secrets. Morgan's journey is not just about solving this crime, this murder of her aunt. It's also about learning the truth about her family and her family's history on the island. That really stood out to me. I love generational secrets. I love to incorporate that in my own books. I love to read about it, especially. I love genealogy, so this really pulled me in from the very beginning. We have myth and reality blending, so it's like this line between folklore and fact, which gets blurred because it's if you can't take one away from the other, or else you wouldn't have the story. So mermaids or sea witches, if you want to say that, they added a deeper element to the plot and propel it forward, which is great. You have a protective mist, which is really kind of strange. It's eerie. It adds a little eeriness to it. Tension, good tension. So it's not just about the atmosphere. It makes the plot heavier at times and adds like that supernatural twist that I love, that a lot of other cozy mysteries generally don't have. So I really appreciated that a lot. There's also this strong-willed, independent, resilient woman, Morgan Seaver. And she's deeply connected to not just the island, although she is in the water. She loves the water. I love the water. I'm just profoundly affected by the ocean and the seas and water, rain, all of it. She's deeply connected to this, so I could definitely relate to her on that level. And she's deeply connected to the women who came before her. We know a little bit about her mom, but not much. And we know about her aunt because her aunt is part of this. It's unfortunately the woman that dies in this, and but you don't really hear about the men. You just don't, and that's curious to me. I wonder if in the next books it goes into that, and I'll have to find out, won't I? But it's just something that strikes me about this particular book, and it's done in a beautiful way. It's not like it's exclusive. I mean, there are men in the book. But I really appreciated that. So we have this special bond with her aunt, and then it sounds like her mother died at a very young age, and she was very young. So she developed this really special, unique bond with her aunt, and which starts the catalyst for this whole mystery whodunit, right? That's the reason for Morgan to stay on the island, to basically carry on family traditions, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, and that impetus to get her, hey, sleuthing. So what worked? What worked in this? I think the cozy fantasy blend. There is a trend out there. So you've got dragons. I've heard that too. Cozy fantasy, the mystery, like with dragons. That's a big one too. So mermaids, different for me. Maybe, I just haven't seen it. And, but I've seen the dragons, I've seen the talking cats and the witches and that sort of thing. So that was different. I like it. I really do like it. I'm kind of a sucker for magical realism, and Victoria L.K. Williams does strike a nice balance here. You got the mist, you have the kitten, and yes, the kitten, Misty, the kitten, because it comes out of a mist. Love that. And, is the cat magical? I don't know. It almost seems like the cat understands her, but cats do, don't they? Like, they're so smart. But this cat is intriguing, and it's funny, and adds humor to the story, because this cat just kind of comes out of this mist and tends to appear at weird times and can almost understand her and like what she says. So that's weird. Again, I will find out in the next books whether this cat is magical or not. But that added a really unique, cool element to this story. And the cat has a particular habit that I will not go into right now. No spoilers here, but it's fun. It's funny, and it's really an integral part of the story too. So that's why I also don't want to give it away. But it's really cool. So you have the cat, you have the mist, and then the sea lore. And I love that because this was well developed for the story. None of this, though, overwhelms the mystery. You still have, the first and foremost is this mystery. So it's just well balanced. It's well written. They enhance it. Nothing's ever really silly or ridiculous, or the heroine doesn't go out and oh, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. It's nothing that silly. I mean, it's just sometimes she just kind of acts like a normal human and does things, and then later goes, oops, probably shouldn't have done that. So it's nothing over the top, nothing like that. It's just nicely balanced and nicely paced, and I really enjoyed that. So we have the beach setting. This takes place in Florida, Pearl Island, and this particular island isn't really for people other than the normal inhabitants. It's not like a tourist attraction, and it seems like that the people that come over on it, which, by the way, you can drive apparently over on it, but everybody there just walks or takes like a golf cart or a bike. And so tourists apparently get over there and they realize, oh, wait a minute, this isn't really necessarily a tourist attraction. They generally leave. So it's a nice small community, and I like that a lot. And it's definitely a place that I feel like I could visit because I like that kind of like that small town vibe. Salty air, you hear the waves, you got this mist coming in, creeping in. I don't know, I just think it's neat. And then you have the mystery elements. You've got the whodunit, again, well-paced. There are red herrings. There's not too many. You can figure it out, in other words. And this one's unique, I think, because in the way that it's done, you do, I think, get a basis for, what's going on. But it's not like there's like what, I don't understand why necessarily. So I like that. I like that a lot. I'm trying not to give spoilers away, so I'm trying to be vague. again, I think this allowed the character to have this really wonderful emotional journey with the investigation and with everything else that was going on. As she was kind of discovering her family, she's discovering herself. She was discovering why she's like she is. And I think that's beautiful. Now, the fantasy elements may not be for purist cozy members. That, you know, if you don't like that kind of a fantasy, if you just like murder mysteries without supernatural, then obviously, you know, if you're a purist, this has supernatural elements. I love it. So that's, you know, that's for me. But if you're tuning in here, I do suspect you like a little myth with your murder. So there you have that. About the author, Victoria L.K. Williams, she has an entire, again, Beach House Mystery series. It's 1 of 6. And this is, you can get this one. You can download this one. At the end of this one, I will give this away. She, if you email her and put mermaid, I think, in the subject line, you get another story. So there you have it. That's pretty cool too. I will be doing that. But this is the first installment. She is the author of many other different kind of beach kind of like mysteries. And she's got like 65 titles to her name. So she's a very prolific writer. She, you don't have to worry about, I mean, you can binge this woman's series. She has multiple series. And she does have something on pre-order. So there's that too. So she's got a lot of stuff you can read. And she has thousands of reviews and really good reviews at that. So keep that in the back of your mind or your back pocket. And so you got this cozy blend of coastal settings, touch of the supernatural. So if you're into that, it's perfect. Perfect. Cozies with a twist, right? I love that. So again, perfect for readers who love cozy mysteries with mythological undertones, stories about family legacies and strong female leads, and then of course the bit of the mist, the splash of magic, and murder. Just all by the sea. Love it. Okay, so today, I'm doing a new thing. Tea pairing. I love tea. I know people love coffee, and that's great. I wish I could drink coffee. I can't have the caffeine, and I don't like decaf coffee. So I switched to herbal tea, and today I recommend, like, the raspberry zinger was really great. But for this, I researched teas. There's a strawberry tea, or you can do like a lavender Earl Grey tea. I think that would be wonderful to read this book too. Something to think about. And, you know, just curl up. Think of the sea air, the salty sea air. If you like cats, your favorite feline, snuggle to your feet and maybe imagine it, you know, it's raining or something, you know, I don't know. This would be fun. That's it for today's episode of Books and Tea with KD. Victoria L.K. Williams, you can find her on Amazon. She does have her own website, so check her out. Look her up, please, because she's a wonderful author, and I think you'll love her books. So she is on Amazon again, and check out this book. Please look her up. If you've read this one, I'd love to hear what you think. So please message me, send me an email, comment on this, something like that. You can reach me at kd@kduptonbooks.com or kduptonauthor@gmail.com. So, or you can go to my website, because I'm going to have a blog post on this shortly. I don't know, maybe the next few days I'll have a blog post on it, and you can comment on that and let me know. So there's many ways you can reach me. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a cup of cozy bookish goodness, right? And until next time, stay curious, stay cozy, and obviously keep reading. Thank you for listening. We will talk again soon.